Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day. So now that we understand what it means that emotionally we cannot reside within our own body or even reject it, and we could spend hours talking about the various levels of rejecting self. Some people just gossip negative about themselves. Some will even go to the extent to hurt themselves. But we'll leave that for now, because we're just focused on the concept of that the lack of tranquility and true happiness comes from the lack of connectiveness to oneself. So when we spoke about this in other series as well, we'll go through it again briefly. When we are born, we are totally connected. There is zero rejection of oneself. And it's the most beautiful thing to see a child just get dirty, get smelly, and everything is fine. That unconditional love, because they know that all these little things don't really matter. It doesn't make them greater, or it doesn't make them less than who they are. Just like a $50 million diamond will not lose its value because dust and dirt is on it. We just brush it off. Where did we lose it? Where we lost it is when parents, which is not their fault because they learned it from their parents that learned it from their parents, when parents start looking at us as producers, as performers, and they don't nurture our being. I asked this for 20 or more 20 years, not 20 decades. I asked this for over 20 years. I asked so many adults how their parents greeted them when they were younger. Did they just stand there by the door with their hands wide open, with a big smile, and tell them, "I'm so glad you're home"? Or just look in their eyes and just embrace them? Maybe they did it when they were 2.5 or 3, but we're talking about 5 and older. That happens as well. Parents do embrace their children when they come home. But watch what follows. How was school today? Did you listen to your teacher? You didn't eat your lunch. If you notice, 99 or more % of the communication from parents is all about how you are doing. So subconsciously, the child doesn't even notice this. It's all about my performance. And we see our parents getting upset when we're not performing well. So now basically, gradually, even from the age of 1.5, which I won't explain exactly how it happens then, right now, from the age of 1.5, we gradually start leaving our emotional dwelling place, which is ourself. And then we begin to follow the same program that our parents programmed within us. And we tell ourselves, we are not good. We wasted a day. And there's so much criticism because we do not exist. And because we do not exist, we could only exist through performance. And that's precisely why we are not connected to ourselves, and why we don't have that inner happiness and tranquility. And that explains as well that when I go to other individuals, I lost what I was going to say. Yes, I remember now. And that explains why when I ask individuals to be with themselves and breathe, this is a very, very scary entity. It's almost like asking someone to go into a cellar without a flashlight or torch or candle and just to go down there. It might be safe, but they have no clue. It's pitch dark. They have no clue. So even though they're going to walk slowly to feel what the ground is like, they're terrified. That same terror, that same fear exists when we are with ourselves. So people might be awake for many hours a day, 17 hours a day or more. Yet, we could go through years without spending 5 seconds just in the now, just with the love of our lives that we see in the mirror. Think about it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. And please always do remember that you are way greater than you think you are. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye now.